Okay, good morning team and welcome to another market breakdown for the week ahead. Last week was a very good week. We ended up 5% with 2 trades carrying over to next week. So I'll quickly run over them now. NZD Swiss franc is still in play. Stop loss is currently sitting at this high, so if that high does break, obviously I'm expecting it to push to at least this high and maybe further. But obviously this is still the main range, but I'm just protecting my profits here from this high. Yes, but it's moving downside, so I'm expecting all this trend line liquidity to be taken and at least to take at them lows. USD CAD, we had news coming, so we had some spikes, but overall the setup is still A+. Obviously we've got the higher time frame range, go to the daily. We have been bullish for a very long time, so I'm expecting price to pull back downside, but this one is, to me, is going to be quite fundamentally driven because Canada, new Prime Minister coming in, America, Donald Trump coming in. So it's going to be quite a tricky one. Obviously, the technical analysis lines up perfectly for this one, but with fundamentals. But the fundamentals surrounding these two currency pairs is very, very significant and strong. So we've got to be careful on this one. But I still took the trade just because it's an A+ setup for me. And obviously, like I said before, I am not a fundamental trader. So the the TA is perfect for me. So I'm going to take it, and I am in it. So yeah, but going into the actual market. For the week ahead, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 pairs on the watch list, starting off with Euro AUD. I was in the buy last week, got in, got out. That one is done. But now I'm looking for the rollover. So my order will be set from here, from this Fibonacci entry point. And I will be looking for shorts to the downside. So this is the outcome or the idea for this one now. This was the overall idea anyway. But I did end up scaling in on a lower time frame swing on this one just to the upside. So this is the overall higher time frame swing that I'm watching out for, and I'm still watching out for. One sec. What's going on here? Fuck me. Right, so AUD Swiss franc. This one is still on my watch list as well. Overall daily time frame, or probably the 4 hours better, but well, start off on a daily. Bearish momentum with creating lower lows and lower highs. Following that momentum, obviously we've got this 4 hour range from this high over here to the left and this low. We've come up into the high of the range, tagged into our Fibonacci entry point. I did not get in. We've had a market structure shift now from here, so I want to see a pullback, some nice PA. This is not an A+ setup because it's a bit more messy over this area here, but we'll see how we get on with this one. There is potentially going to be an entry on this one, but I'm not going to be too overly keen to jump in on this one. We'll see how this one plays out. Euro Great British Pounds. This one's a bit more technical, but we've had a lot of highs been broken. My next target overall is this high here, based off the daily. Yeah, we broke out very impulsively to the upside, so that's telling me now that buyers are in place. Buyers are stepping in. We had liquidity sweep down there. Push upside, we created a little impulsive move based on the lower time frame. Obviously, lower time frame, we'd have a market structure shift here. We've pulled back in, taken out internal liquidity, tagged into some sort of fair value gap or demand zone, and we've reacted. Same thing again. So we've got the liquidity sweep here, and then we've impulsed to the upside, breaking multiple areas of structure. Market structure shift on the internal side of things, and in higher time frame we've got that main breaker structure. So now I'm just looking for a pull back downside to fill in some of this inefficiency, take us into our entry, and then move to the upside. So this would be what my trade will look like. That's went on there perfect, and yeah, that's what my trade would be like there. So something very clean and very simple. Yeah, happy day. So that's that one. There is a little minor liquidity sweep here if we want to keep just marking them out, but yeah, so there's a lot of liquidity to the downside have been taken. Now I'm expecting some higher time frame liquidity to be taken to the upside. Euro NZD, this one did tag in, but obviously I wasn't in it because I've just done my market breakdown. I've just noticed it. Liquidity sweep over here. Overall higher time frame as well. We're in this higher range. We're in the high of the range, daily range, low to high. Want to see some sort of pullback down now to fill in some inefficiency to recalibrate price, calibrate price, get it back in line. So yeah, we've pulled back up slowly, which is what we like to see after this impulsive move to the downside. there is a fair value gap sitting up here, so I'm expecting price to push back up a bit. We do have obviously supply zones up here as well, so yeah, I'm expecting price to pull back up, but I will get back in on the Fibonacci area there, because that's just what I do. So we've got to be robotic with this, with the strategy. That's how I trade. So that's what I've got to do. Even if I am expecting it to come to the Fibonacci, that's how I play it. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. We'll see how that one plays out. Great British Pound AUD. This is a nice one as well. Overall higher time frame leg again. So daily time frame. This leg here from A to B is, we're at the high. Sorry about that. Yeah, we've started pulling to the downside. Liquidity sweep here internally. Dropped to the 1 hour. Might be a bit more cleaner. Yeah, so internally we've got that liquidity sweep, impulsive move to the downside. We have engineered some liquidity here as well, so I can expect some of that to be taken. So we've got that push down. We've got fair value gap lining up perfectly with the Fibonacci, which obviously you know that I like. So it's an extra added confluence towards that trade. Yeah, so this one is looking pretty good. This is what I'm looking for. Something clean and simple. Yep, so pull back upside, sweep, impulsive move to the downside, breaking structure, following aligning back in line with the higher time frame. So we're now back to bearish, to fill in some of that daily range. So I want to follow that trend. I want to follow that trend to the downside, to at least to the 50% of that daily range. So yeah, so I'm expecting price to pull back upside into the Fibonacci and then roll over back to the downside. And I will also add that nice supply zone that is sitting there. So a nice supply zone sitting there, which also lines up with the Fibonacci. So we've got two added confluences on top of the Fibonacci, which is amazing. This makes the trade stronger. So Fibonacci and supply zone both sitting there, both holding strong, line on bang on the Fibonacci entry zone. So that's what we want to see. And then EA is what I've already been over. Yes, that is what I've already been over. So yeah, that is the market breakdown for the week ahead. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one.